Ranger Lieutenant Richardson, our County Fire Coordinator Rick Bond, and Deputy County Fire Coordinator Bill Bellingham. So we haven't done an update for a few days, and I think the public and everyone wants to know what we've been doing. So since the last update, we have searched again this farm. We've been here for 12 days searching, and in those 12 days we've had 1,111 people in this area assisting us with the searches, from law enforcement, the fire service, EMS, Federation of Search and Rescue, and also the Forest Rangers and NCOM Police. We've searched, again, this farm several times. We've searched another location that he worked at, Reyes worked at, also a location where he lived here in Sodus. We have searched the routes that he would travel to and from where he lived and where he would work. We've also walked Geneva Road and Route 104 from Geneva Road in the town of Sodus to the town of Williamson multiple times, looking for clues and other evidence. At this time, we have expended all of the current information and clues that we do have. We're going to shut down the search at this time. As I said, we've been searching for 12 days with 1,111 searchers. The investigation is going to remain open. We will still have deputies here on location tomorrow at our command center and also down to the house. And as information comes in, we will run down that information. We have the ability with the Forest Rangers, NCOM Police, my law enforcement brothers and sisters, also the firefighters with the fire control, fire coordinators help, EMS, and all the services that we've had here to have the ability to ramp that up again once we get information that comes in. I'll entertain any questions that you do have at this time.
So can you tell us what drew you guys to prolong this investigation, the search? Can you talk about that?
Well, to prolong the investigation, obviously we want to find Owen and any clues in regards to the homicide of Selena. So again, we still have a missing 14-month-old toddler, Owen. We're still going to continue to work on that investigation. Again, we've worked at the guidance of the Forest Rangers that have assisted us in the grid searches and with the information and clues that we had, where to search. So we felt that we weren't just searching blindly, but we felt that from the information from the Forest Rangers that we were doing good search locations.
Do you have reason to believe he's still in the area at all?
I don't know where he's at.
So the discontinuation of this search, does that allow you to believe that Owen is not on this?
Lieutenant, you want to speak to the probability rates that you've come up with?
Just based on the volume of searches we've had, the area we've searched, over 700 acres, and the search techniques that we did use, the probability detection that we refer to it as, minimizes our thought that he's on this property. Doesn't mean that he's not. Anything's possible, but we're at over 90% probability detection, again, just based on the search techniques used. So right now there's really no need for us to continue searching here until we can get other information.
When did you start looking at the 2 other locations? Was it yesterday on the 11th day?
I believe we started looking at the other locations on Friday, Thursday and Friday. I'd also like to add on Friday the assistance from Monroe County Environmental Services team. They brought in special cameras. We looked at any wells that were on this property, adjacent properties, and where he lived before. Bill Bellingham assisted us in getting those services here. So again, we've done a very thorough search of this property multiple times over the 12 days that we've been here.
And did you find anything of value on this property?
I'm not going to comment on this time what we have found. That's part of the criminal investigation, and again, we're running two parallel investigations, the criminal investigation and then the search. I don't want to comment on the criminal side to compromise anything that we can do at this point.
Have you guys been able to talk to family regarding the search?
I had a conversation with the district attorney on the search in our investigation on Thursday. along with Captain Richter of the Forest Rangers. I have reached out to them this afternoon and will possibly be meeting with the mother on tomorrow or Tuesday.
Gotta be some disappointment there.
Well, I will say that I am disappointed. This is not from lack of effort. Every agency, every first responder discipline that's been here, our logistics, our search, the cooperation, the collaboration, the partnerships of all the agencies working together has been phenomenal. We have just not found Owen. That is disappointing.
Well, we know the family obviously wants the search to continue. They give you word that it's ended.
Well, we've explained to them why we've stopped the search. Our investigation has not stopped. Our search on this property has stopped.
Have we gotten the medical examiner's results?
So I have not got a written report or a cause of death from the medical examiner's office. Our lieutenant of CID will be meeting with the medical examiner's office tomorrow to go over our case file and to talk to them about that, but I have not received a report or a cause of death. I wouldn't say they've been exhausted, but I've said that, as the lieutenant said, 90% probability rate. I mean, we beat this farm hard for 12 days, and many of the grid searches that we've had many, many times. So again, we're going to suspend it. We've got up to 175 people on Saturdays and Sundays, and last holiday weekend we had several. We've had several law enforcement resources during the week. We also have to be cognitive of their well-being, and we don't want to burn them out in case we do get good, credible information to come back here and search.
What do you say to the people that have come out and tried to help with the search?
Well, anybody that's come out of first responders, I thank them greatly for what they've done. We haven't asked what I'll call, the civilian population to come because they're not trained in woodland searches and stuff like that. And I appreciate everything that everyone's done that's offered. But again, we've tried to do the best that we've done with our first responders group. And again, when we get credible information, we will be back at it.
Is Reyes still our main suspect at this time? And besides the immigration charges, are there any newer charges?
No. So Reyes is our main target in the homicide investigation. He is still incarcerated in the Wayne County Jail on evidence tampering. His bail is $25,000 cash, $50,000 bond. I know that the federal government had filed charges against him. He'll be arraigned tomorrow at some time. I don't know exactly in what location, whether it be Rochester or Buffalo Federal Court, but they will be arraigning him tomorrow.
How tough was it to have to explain this process?
Well, I wanted to make sure that we still hold hope, okay? And again, when we get credible information or any evidence that we're able to find or any information, we're going to be back at this. But right now, we're just spinning our wheels here to continue. I think they understand that, and I wanted to assure them that we're not quitting and we're not stopping. We're still going to investigate.
That being said, where does the investigation go from here?
Well, from here, obviously, as I said, we're going to have a small contingent here at our command post. We'll still have a deputy down at the house because we have an open search warrant. We still have control of that house. Again, any information that comes in, and I ask people if they have any information, please call us. 315-946-9711, 315-946-9711. That's our sheriff's office number to give us the information, and we'll have deputies and investigators run that down.
Anything else you'd like to share with us?
I hope to bring this to a resolve quickly for the family. I know they had a memorial service for Selena over in Marion this afternoon. We want to find Owen. We want to put closure to this one way or another.
Well, howdy, everybody. Well, it's SpongeBob back again. Man, I've been busy today. 3 other videos I've mirrored. And now this one here. Now this one here is happening right here where I'm living. And what you just saw earlier was Sherrif Virts talking to the media, and some of the real media was there. I had some friends there that had their cameras going. As you can tell by the quality, it's not as good. And I could have been there too, but I figured, well, I'm going to get the video anyhow of what's going on. So, and the next part here, it's a little bit more solemn. Now, technically, I'm personally in this, so I have to stay out because I know the guy personally. I sued him, took him to court. He was supposed to be deported at that time, which was 7 years ago. He ended up getting deported, but he snuck back again. They caught him again. They deported him again. Now, sneaking in the second time was already a federal offense, but they shipped him out. And he stuck it a third time, and I believe there was a fourth. But that's what's coming up in the fake news here. It's the only one that I can get from that. I couldn't get somebody with a camera there, and that's what's coming up next. So that's going to be the second half, and I'll see you after that. See ya!
Tonight. We have new information tonight in federal court today about the man accused of burying a Wayne County mother's body. Everardo Donoteo-Reyes is charged with evidence tampering for moving and concealing the body of Selena Hidalgo-Calderon on Joy Road in Sodus. Jane Flash joining us now, telling us he used an alias to avoid deportation. Jane?
Well, Don, the Wayne County Sheriff has said outright he believes this man was involved in the murder of his 18-year-old girlfriend, but he has not been charged with that. And the matter proceeding in this courtroom is a separate federal matter. Everardo Donoteo-Reyes was living in Wayne County using an alias, Alberto Gutierrez. He had a counterfeit ID and Social Security card in that name. Federal prosecutors say he was back in the U.S. after being deported twice. In September of 2016, he was picked up in Louisiana and sent back to Mexico that November. Then he was arrested a second time in March of last year in Texas. At that point, 2 months later, he was marched back across the Mexican border.
He had been deported before, and I think in this case at least twice before, and then came back to the United States. So that is a federal crime if you are deported and then you re-enter the United States without the permission of the Attorney General.
Now, federal prosecutors argued today that Reyes is a flight risk as well as a danger to society and should not be allowed a bail hearing to be granted on bail. He was not allowed that hearing today. This case will move forward at the same time as that tampering evidence charge in Wayne County. Should he be convicted of any crimes, he would serve the sentence he is coming to first here in the United States and then be deported to Mexico. Reporting live, Jane Flash, 13 WEN.
One question that they did not bring up that I would have asked if I was there with a camera, is there any chance that that child could be with a family member or friend or something and still alive? And nobody asked that. It wasn't brought up by them, so maybe it's not a non-issue and they probably think the worst. Again, that fake news network that you just saw was from Channel 13. That's the one that's not the worst of them all here. WHCC TV 10, I did a story about them from Davey B TV, and if you don't know about him, he is pretty much, other than me, one of the only auditors up here in this area. So you go see my video, go sub to him and everything else. And again, thanks for watching. And if you hung around this long, you might as well hear the rest of this song. So thanks for showing up. We'll see you later. Yeah.